2 pounds of skinless chicken cut to desired pieces. Approximately 2 cups water, 2 tablespoons oil, 2-inch piece cinnamon stick, 1 black cardamom, 5 whole cloves, 2 green cardamoms, 2 bay leaves, 1/4 teaspoon black peppercorns, 3 medium onions chopped, 14-ounce can crushed tomatoes, 1 heaping tablespoon of chopped garlic, 1 heaping tablespoon of chopped ginger, salt to taste, half teaspoon red chili powder or to taste, half teaspoon turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 1.5 teaspoons coriander powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala, green chilies to taste, finely chopped cilantro for garnishing. Alright, we have a medium size pan on medium heat, and we're going to put in, this is 2 tablespoons of oil. We're going to go ahead and just keep 1 teaspoon for later. The balance goes in here, and wait for it to heat up. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add in some of our garam masalas. We're going to add in the cloves, the peppercorn, bay leaves, and the green cardamom. Just give it a 30-second roast.
Smells wonderful.
Yeah, and we're ready for the onions. And mix. We'll also go ahead and add in a little bit of salt at this point so that the onions cook faster. Right.
And we're going to cook this for about 3 or 4 minutes before we add in our ginger and garlic.
About 4 or 5 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and add in our garlic, ginger, and green chilies. Now the green chilies are optional.
And we've chopped the garlic and the ginger instead of grating it because this masala is going to end up being ground up anyway to a paste, so a little time saver.
Right. And we're going to go ahead and let this cook a little bit more, and then we'll be ready for the tomatoes.
Be sure you keep an eye on your onions and frequently stir so they don't burn.
Okay, the onions have browned a little. Looks good. And I think we're ready for the tomatoes now. We've actually used a can of tomatoes just because the color is excellent. It's got a very, very nice color.
Canned tomatoes are a great option when tomatoes are not in season. You know, they get really expensive, so this is always in your pantry, so you can just use it. And great color, a little bit more tart. You know, if you like, we both like it on a little bit tart side, but it has an awesome flavor. And we're going to go ahead and cook these tomatoes until it cooks down and the oil starts separating from the mixture. The tomatoes are nice and cooked. They're nicely browned, and all the moisture is gone from them. So we're going to go ahead and switch off the stove, and we're going to grind this. We're going to wait for it to cool down for just a couple of minutes, and then we're going to grind it into a fine paste.
Okay, we've browned the masala, and if you don't mind, if you prefer like a little more texture to it, you don't have to grind it. But we just wanted to make it just show you how it is when it's got a really, really smooth gravy. So we're going to use the same pan. We're going to add in the balance of the oil. It's about 1 teaspoon. We're going to wait for it to heat up. The oil's heated up. We're going to go ahead and add in our black cardamom and the cinnamon stick. Now if you want, you can go ahead and put it in the beginning as well, but you know, it's harder to take out when there's little pieces, so we just left it for later.
And sometimes that thick piece of cinnamon doesn't grind properly when you're grinding the rest of your masala, and it doesn't taste good when you get little pieces of cinnamon.
Alright, and we're going to go ahead and add in our turmeric powder. Just 30 seconds. And we're ready for the ground masala. Now technically, actually, the masala is supposed to leave oil, but we use so little to start with that there's really nothing for it to leave. But you will be able to see like little droplets of oil once it's done. Okay, we're ready for the dry masalas.
Is that red chili powder?
Yep. And at this point you need to mix it really well. You don't want the masala to burn, the spices to burn.
It's coriander powder.
Yep.
And some cumin powder.
And we're going to put a little bit of water in here just so that it doesn't burn.
Yeah.
There you go. And we're going to go ahead and put in our chicken. Now you're going to let the chicken cook till it seals. You'll kind of see a little white coating on it. And that's what we're looking for. Okay, the chicken is sealed. It doesn't have any pink spots. We're going to go ahead and add in some water. Now this, the water amount just depends totally on you. If you want more gravy or less gravy, you can adjust. Also, actually, we've been told that the chicken in India doesn't cook this way. You have to pressure cook it. So at this point, I would suggest you put it in a pressure cooker and give it a couple of whistles, and it should be fine. Okay, I think we can go ahead and add in all of it. Yeah.
So we've added about 2 cups of water. It's a perfect consistency to have with rice.
Yeah, and actually it's pretty good for even naans or chapatis. It's excellent. And also we're going to add in salt. That's great. And give it a good mix.
And finally we can sprinkle our garam masala on.
And we're going to now cover it and let it cook till the chicken is nicely done. Okay, we're going to give it another quick stir. And actually the chicken is done. And what we're going to do is, we're going to just go ahead and add some garnish, some cilantro.